Well, welcome back. My voice probably sounds a little bit different because I'm in almost like a sealed off room with solid walls and all that. No, I'm not in an institution. I'm just making myself disappear from another room where people are busy talking. So you can hear me and not me and them. So I hope that explains it. Anyway, I've got something I want to share with you. I want to get some information from you with some ideas that I've got for the camper. So stay posted. Now, as a lot of you are aware, if you checked our last video, the camper has now been all nicely painted and it looks brilliant. But the thing is, it's all white and I really would like to add a little bit of colour to it. Now, by adding a bit of colour, I would like to add a turquoisey colour to make it look similar to the little Nash Metropolitan that I've got. Now, I don't know whether you've seen that little car in the background of some of the videos. I'll just show you up here what it actually looks like. So I'd like to do something similar for the camper. So I went along to a graphics place on the North Shore and they came up with a couple of ideas. But I'm not overly convinced because to me, when you have a look, I'll show these to you, to me it looked too much like an ice cream van or something like that. And I just didn't like the way it appeared. There was something missing. So I'll show you these now. So the first one I'm going to show you is this one here. Now with this one here, with the thin line, it to me looked like, I don't know, too much like an ambulance or something like that. There was something about it. And if you have a look, the front part of the cab looks slightly thicker than the back part of the cab. And that to me didn't seem right. I had intentions of it being sort of the other way around. But anyway, that is one of the first options. So we'll call this option A. Right, so now we'll move on to another one, which is called option B, which is this one. Now as you can see with this one, it has a stripe down the side, but it goes all the way to the bottom of the camper. Now that's fine, but I'm still not totally convinced because to me it just doesn't look finished, or I don't know, it just sort of gives it that too much of a square box look. And I really don't want the square box look. And I know the guy who looked at it said that the camper has got a squarish look about it, so he was going to do the lines along that. But I think it's overemphasised the square box look. So I'd like to have your opinion on that. Now we'll call this one option B. Right. So they're the two that I've been shown to do with basically the straight lines. But what I really would like is something that looks similar to this. This is some of the graphics where it's got a bit of flair in it and it just takes away that boxy look on the side of the camper. So there's a few here I'm going to share with you, and we'll call them C, D, E. There's about 3 of them, and see if you like those. So here's C, and here is D, and here is E. So that's basically 3 that I'm going to show you. The colours can be different, but anyway, it just gives you a basic idea. Now that's to do with the side of the camper, and the next thing I'm actually after, and this is where I want to check in with some people is I need to get hold of someone who can do vinyl graphics. Someone who can do the logo, which goes on the very front of the camper, on the cab over the top, because the camper is called Town and Around. So the basic idea of what I'm looking for with the camper is to have something, now I can't draw for nuts, but something that has like the word town with a whole lot of pencil line buildings on it. Underneath that the word and then the word around to be sort of round like that. So the roof of the buildings would go to form part of the circle, the word and in the middle, and around forming the bottom. So if you know anyone who can do that sort of thing, I'd be very interested, because that's what I'm looking for. So that's basically what this video is about this week, looking at getting some graphics or another colour added to the camper, because I'd like it to look fairly interesting. At the moment it's all white, it looks nice, but it's maybe a little bit bland, so I just want to add a little bit of colour to it, just to set it off. So I'd love to hear your opinions. Put them in the comments below, whether you like A, B, C, D, E, any of those, or you may have a different one that you can suggest in the comments below. I'd love to hear that. So anyway, I'll just run through them again. Here is A, and here is B, here is C, here is D, and here is E. So I'd love to hear your votes, and we'll see how we get on, and we will have a follow-up to this to see what people have said, and we'll let you know how we get on. And also don't forget, I'm looking for a graphics person to be able to do the graphics on the very front of the camper as well. Oh, just one thing, I told you I wasn't very good at drawing, but this is basically the design I'm looking at, something along these lines. So town with the building pencil lines on it. Maybe not as detailed with windows and doors, but to make it obvious that it is a town. The word and in the middle, going straight across, and the word around to make the whole logo sort of a round logo. There you go. Told you I couldn't draw for nuts. Anyway, we're looking for graphics people and also someone who can print out all these things for us. So even the little camper logo that you see, the little Camper NZ logo, which is this one, we need some of those as well to be printed. So anyone who knows anyone, or if you can help out, put the comments down below, and we'd love to get in touch. Cheers!